Lawyer and your position.
My name's James Knowlton. I'm a retired citizen of Pulaski County. I've been retired since '09.
I'm Nelda Wilson. I'm a grandmother and a homemaker.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm Nelda Wilson, and I'm a homemaker and a grandmother.
Thank you.
My name is Shad Baker. I'm a shop foreman and auto technician at B&M Auto, Dyersburg, Tennessee.
Okay. Would you all raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Be seated. Ms. Wilson, would you like to go first?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Senator Clark and members of the legislature, for allowing me to share some of our story today. We are the grandparents of 3 precious children that are in DHS custody. Our attorney is Mr. Joe Churchwell. We have an open case which we have been made a party to. I realize that today I have to be very, very careful about what I say because of the DHS personnel. This is my 4th time to attend one of these meetings, and I have seen how DHS operates. I have to be very careful because to me, this concerns 3 precious, important people in my life. I do not want them to be hurt anymore, neither do I want to cause them any additional pain by what I might say today. I realize all power is with the DHS system, and they can throw me under the bus today if they choose to. DHS doesn't want us to discuss any particular cases and facts about certain individuals, so I'll do my best to be very general in my statements. After my case is closed, I will be more than happy to come up here and answer any questions that you might have concerning my grandchildren. Our case started out with a call to the DHS hotline. The allegations turned out to be false. DHS took over the children when they went to their house to investigate the allegations that were turned in. The house was deemed unsafe for the children to live in because of environmental issues. We have been very involved in our children's lives and grandchildren. We took them to school, we took them to church, to extracurricular activities after school, on the weekends. We've took them on vacations with us. They were a major part of our lives. On May 29th, everything changed. I picked the children up for school that morning. We went to their year-end parties, and then I carried them to our home, and we spent the afternoon with them. This day would be the last day we would get to see our grandchildren for 6 weeks. DHS cut us up like a shark would sever off a limb of a person. Then they leave you to bleed to death or to be severely injured for life. This is what they have done to our grandchildren. They have left them hanging, not knowing why we wouldn't come to see them as we had promised to do. During the next 6 weeks period, I wrote numerous requests for visitation with our grandchildren to DHS. At first, I would ask for specific days or hours. After absolutely no response from them, I changed to being flexible because I thought my calendar, my hours might not be agreeable with theirs. After a few days, after no response, I would ask for, just to celebrate a birthday, to take them skating, to take them to a movie. I asked for all kinds of possibilities to just be with them. And I finally asked for specifics why we were not being allowed to visit our grandchildren. During this time, I bought them t-shirts, I wrote notes in them, and my husband delivered them to the children, to the information desk where the children were. We asked the children if they got their t-shirts, and they couldn't tell us whether they did or not. They didn't know. I had written notes to the children and placed them inside the t-shirts as I folded them up. The notes were simple. I told them we were doing fine, that we loved them. And in the older girl's notes, I asked her to pray that we would get to see them soon, and that I hope they were doing well. They were just simple notes saying, you know, I love you and we're thinking of you. In a staff meeting at Hot Spring County DHS office, we were literally thrown under the bus and ran over because of the notes we wrote and put in their t-shirts. And because we attended First Assembly of God in Hot Springs where the children were attending church. We have been to this church in the past with family and friends. These are the issues that have been keeping us from seeing our grandchildren. Kim Sowell, supervisor for the Hot Spring County DHS, told my husband and I that we could not attend that church unless we were members there. That made me very angry. I told her the last time I took notice, I lived in America. I have constitutional rights to go to whichever church I choose whenever I want to go. I do not have to be a member of a certain church to go worship there. We visit lots of churches across the country, and no one has ever told me I couldn't go to their church or another church. DHS says we can't have unsupervised visitation with our grandchildren because we don't follow the rules. We have never been given a copy of the rules. We don't know what the rules are. I asked for a copy of the rules, and I was told that I was not allowed to have a copy. It is very hard for me to follow rules and guidelines when I don't know what the guidelines are. Nobody will tell me. From the last day of school on May 29th until today has been approximately 194 days. That's over 4,650 hours.